Hey everybody, Shawn here with Cycle Fever TV. Dad's back there running the camera. He can say hello a little bit later. We're out here.
We want to thank Jerry Strickland and Mission 22.
Streaming or not streaming.
All right, let me tell everybody, and then this is deja vu. We thought it was April 1st. We were going to pull an April 1st joke on you, but it's only April 11th.
Nah, that's it.
So
we missed
screwed
it.
us up.
Twice as good as the number one.
Yeah, so we did it twice.
There it is.
All right, so we do have a good show tonight. For the people that saw us the first time, you're going to see some of it the second time. So go ahead.
We're going to go through it again, all right?
We're going to go through it again.
All right, here we go. Take two. We got Bets for Vets. That's when everybody brought their Corvettes out and did an event for the veterans over there at Castle Church. So that was a great event. We had a good time there. Some great cars.
Mustangs too, other cars.
Mustangs. There was some Camaros. There was the Carmen Ghia. So we had all sorts of things.
Yep.
Then we've got interview. We've got Walt Doyle. He's riding a scooter from Tampa to Daytona.
Right, he's looking to raise money to provide scooters for our wounded veterans.
Damien's going to come out if he's here and talk about bike night that they've got going on. Then we've got our Gobbler's Lodge and Mission 22 event we were at. So we all got to shoot bow and arrow. I'll tell you something I never knew. This was crazy while we were out there. He taught us how to find out which eye is your dominant eye.
Wow.
So you make a little triangle and you pick something like that stop sign, and whatever eye you blink, whichever it moves out of, that's the wrong eye. Whatever eye is right in the right spot, that's your dominant.
Yeah.
So my eye's my left eye, and I always thought it was my right eye.
Oh, because
My
if
left
I do
eye,
this,
my right
this
eye
makes
is
sense
worse.
because my right eye, because I am right-handed. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Oh, never mind.
So I heard you were ambidextrous.
That's true. That's true.
That's for after the show.
Then we've got Ralph Sanchez coming up from the American Legion Riders Post 412, and that's for Josh, right?
Right, Josh. So, it's their care packages for their deployed soldiers overseas.
Yeah.
It's their annual event.
And then we've got some footage on the honor flight.
Okay.
And then after that, we're bringing Ed out to
And
talk about it.
Talk about honor flight, and I'll be on that flight.
There you go. That's very cool.
Why should I have flying it?
Then we got some Leesburg footage. And then we've got Steve Walters from MFC. That's what it's
Motorcycle Fire and Cops. Right, and they'll be out here. They'll be talking about their fundraiser for I forget.
All right.
I had it before.
Well, they'll tell us about it.
Right.
So if we don't lose a signal again, we're going to go right into the Vets for Vets.
Let's see it.
Buddy, Shawn here with Cycle Fever TV. Dad's back there running the camera. He can say hello a little bit later. We're out here at Castle Church off of Hoffner. Is it Hoffner, Dad?
Yep.
Right? And you've seen us out here before. We did a couple events out here, but today they're having a Corvette show. And it's here to help the vets. And it's great. I think they're going to do that. Dad, how often are they doing this? Is this like a once a month thing?
With this club here, I think it's once a year.
Once a year, okay. But they've always got something going on here. You can always check out. I don't know if you can see it behind me, Castle Church, but there's always something going on. They've got events that are always helping veterans. I know we were out here with the bike club not too long ago. We've got we're doing this today. Dad and I are out here today. We've got Michael's at an event. He was at Celebration.
Yes, and Brevard Law Ride.
And Brevard Law Ride. And then we had, who else was out? Someone else is out filming for us today. Is someone else out?
Me and you.
Oh, Ian might be out doing, might be out doing the British car show, I think. So we'll see if he gets any footage or not. But, so we're out here. It's a beautiful day. It's warm. You can tell spring's here and summer's on its way. But we're out here looking at these beautiful Corvettes. Dad wants me to get him this one when I win the lottery. I got a feeling he'll be waiting a while, so I don't know how long he can hold his breath. There's some other beautiful Corvettes down there, so Dad and I are going to go around, get some shots of things going on, and then we'll get up there for everybody to see. All right. Talk to you soon.
Hey, I'm Julio Rodriguez. I'm standing right by my car, 1982 Corvette Collector's Edition that I have about since 1998. My wife gave it to me. So since I got it, I restored all of it, including the interior, the engine, everything. And it's been kept in garage all the time. Never go out in the rain. Never go anywhere unless I get caught in the rain when I'm out. Other than that, it's just in the garage. And I love to drive it, and it's my baby. I'm going to keep it until the day I die. Then my son is going to inherit it. So it's going to stay in the family.
Hi, my name's Greg Carter. If you notice, I drove in today a 2017 Grand Sport Admiral Blue with red interior. My wife and I belong to Corvette Club of Orlando here in town. We've been members of that club for about 10 years. We came out today just to enjoy the nice afternoon and enjoy the camaraderie of everybody driving their cars out today.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name's Clem Greek. I'm with the Mid-Florida Mustang Club. Came down here with this Vets for Vets car show down here at the brewery here at Castle Church, and just thought they needed a couple of Shelbys to come out here with all these Corvettes, supporting veterans, doing great things. I bought my 2013 Shelby GT 500. Comes from the factory at 662 horsepower, so it's a fun car to drive, and glad everybody came out. The engine, it says, you know, the car is a 5.8 liter V8, you know, it's supercharged. It's got a JLT big mouth cold air intake. It's got a smaller pulley. The car's in a larger throttle body. It's basically tuned at a little bit over 700 horsepower.
Oh, you got a photo bomb behind you. Someone's there.
VETSAR,
Search and Rescue. Veteran Search and Rescue.
Some notes down and get ready to go.
Oh, we're on. We're on. Okay, we've got Walt here with VETSAR, and we've got who else with you?
This is Blue, our buddy Blue over here.
Hey, Blue, how are you?
Good to see
I'll
you
go
again.
behind. How are you?
So the reason Blue's out here as well is because after Walt talks, then we're going to talk about when you're going to end up at Castle Church. And Blue's going to talk about that a little bit.
Fantastic.
All right.
Well, Walt, why don't we start off first? What does VETSAR, S-A-R, what does that stand for?
VETSAR stands for Veteran Search and Rescue. We're a ministry to help veterans that are struggling, or even active duty that are transitioning, or just veterans that fall through the cracks, like they're prior to them getting to the VA, or the VA can't help them with a certain item, like a family member.
Okay.
We'll help your family member. Or other organizations can't help, we try to step in and help.
Now, you've been involved with VETSAR since, what, last year?
July of last year.
July. Now, tell us exactly what you're doing starting out in Tampa.
Well, I got this nice mobility cart that I got, and I was like, how can I use this to help VETSAR? So it's like, well, I'll ride it somewhere. So I was like, well, what if I ride it across Florida? I'll ride around Florida. And then I looked on a map, and it's about 150 miles from Tampa to Daytona Beach.
Okay.
And it's a nice straight shot down I-4. Obviously, they won't let my cart on I-4.
Of course not.
So I broke it down to 50 miles per day because the police said it wasn't safe to drive at night. So they said just do daytime and you'll be fine. So we're doing it during the day, about 6-8 hours a day, 50 miles a day, 150 miles. I should be there.
Now, is it an awareness campaign, or is it also an awareness and a donation campaign?
Both.
Okay.
We have T-shirts to sell and some caps and stuff like that.
Now, can people follow you online? Is there some type of an app or some type of a video? Are you videotaping a live broadcast? Are you promoting it on a daily basis while you're doing this trek from Tampa out to Daytona?
Yeah, I'm on Walter.Doyle.14 or the little @ symbol assisting vets.
Okay.
And I'm live streaming. I've done some live streaming of getting ready, and I'll be live streaming as I go.
Okay. Now, do you also have a Facebook page, or is it this?
That's the Facebook page.
So say it one more time so we can get everybody.
It's Walter.Doyle.14. That's my personal Facebook page. It'll be live streamed, and then the @ symbol assisting vets.
Okay. And when exactly does this begin? When does this trek begin?
8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow. So you got to head back to Tampa,
Yeah.
and you'll be doing 50 miles tomorrow.
Yeah, I took the rig down there this afternoon, and I came back here, and I got to go back down there tonight, find a hotel.
I'll tell you,
ready to go.
it just goes to show the type of people that are really walking the face of the earth. Sometimes we hear the media, and it paints a picture of humanity as we're all, we're living in the end times, and humanity sucks, and there's racism and this and that. But yet, you know what? There's good people in this world. And this world is a lot better than what the media's telling us. So we greatly appreciate what we're doing. Anything else you want to mention?
Well, this ain't about me. I wish my name wasn't even on it. It's all about the veterans. I want everything to be reversed back to the veterans.
Right.
I want to help veterans, not me. I don't want that.
Fantastic. Now, Shawn, when he'll end up over at the brewery?
Well, what's going to happen is you're going to end up after Daytona, right? And then Blue's going to fill us in what happens after you're done with your ride. So, Blue, why don't you tell us, you take it from there after the ride, what happened?
Well, actually, before the ride ends, on Saturday, we're going to meet him over at Mission Barbecue.
Oh, that's awesome.
So everybody can come there, get to meet him, give him a couple of donations. Everybody needs $1 or $2. But on May 6th, we're going to be doing our charity bike night. And we're going to be supporting his event.
Yep, now let everybody know where the charity bike night is.
Charity bike night is going to be at Castle Church Brewery. It's at 6820 Faulkner Avenue. It's on the east side of town. 32822 is the zip code.
That's where we just had the Vets for Vets event.
That is correct.
You saw, that was the big, what do they call those, distilleries? I don't know what they call those, but
It's a brewery.
breweries, and it's pretty cool back there.
Yes, it is.
We
Very
have
nice.
a good time.
Great people.
And you do a lot out there.
Every month we do a bike night.
Yep.
Last month we did it for the Wounded Vet Run.
Yeah.
Now, Blue, what organization are you with?
We're with VEMA.
Okay.
It's Veteran Foresters Motorcycle Association.
And what chapter are you?
We're the Orlando chapter.
Fantastic. What number is that? Because I know that you all have different numbers, don't you?
Well, we're the 407 for our zip.
Okay. Fantastic. Now, for those of you who don't know, sometimes you hear Castle Church. It ain't no church.
Yes, it is.
It's Castle Church Brewery. It's a brewery. Head out there. The first Monday night, is it, of every month?
First Monday night of every month.
First Monday night of every month, they've got a bike night. So go check out Castle Church Brewery in Orlando.
It's definitely a church, but it's got a little kick to it.
You can pray and drink and sing.
Yeah, Brittany and Crazy John did yoga there one time.
There you go.
So they got all sorts of things going on. Who knows, with a few drinks, you're doing all sorts of things over there. But listen, guys, thank you so much. Walt, that's amazing what you're doing. We can't wait to hear about it. And when after you're done, come back and let us know. Blue, it's always great seeing you.
Yeah.
And we love all the
And to
events
the both
you've
of you,
done.
no, thank you for your service to our country, the both of you. You never served.
No.
I never served.
No.
Okay.
So, we support our veterans, so we can't thank you enough for stepping up to the plate, volunteering to serve for this great country. Without you, without men like you, we wouldn't be the country that we are. So thank you very much.
Not at all. So Walt, I'm gonna let you're gonna tell IT John to throw it right there. You just tell him to go to that right there. You can read my chicken scratch. Gobbler's Lodge, there it is.
Gobbler's Lodge, Mission 22.
All right, here we go.
We want to thank Jerry Strickland and Mission 22 for inviting us out to the Gobbler's Lodge and archery range. We had a great time. Sit back and enjoy.
Turned it into an Airbnb, and now we got birthday parties, and I bring people that hunt and fish with me and stay in this place. So if you get a chance, it's opened up. Check it out, and then we'll go sling some arrows.
Suck it in, I can do it.
Before we left, Jerry Strickland challenged me to a bow and arrow duel. Well, it only took me one shot. I won.
Mike is. You see this? Mike left it. I got it right there in the middle of the target. What do you think about that? Hey, Jerry! You lose! What a dead-eye. Hey, you guys got to come out here. This is great. Gobblers, Lodge, and Roost. I can't tell you what road it's on because I got lost coming out here. But look it up.
Maytown Road.
Maytown Road. Osteen and Osteen. All right, everybody. Let's go see what else is going on.
Chris, man, this is hey, back up. Yeah, you just working a street fight. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. this, but
Thank you. Be safe. Hey, we're back. You got to pay attention there, right?
Yeah, it looks like you guys had a great time.
We did have a great time. You know what? The whole crew got to shoot the bow and arrow. We didn't kill anybody.
Did Hank really hit the bullseye?
Hit that. You saw it on video.
Now, hang on a second. I didn't see the actual shot. I didn't see the actual shot. I mean, was it set up that way?
Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. There was money on the line.
Okay.
Oh, when Shawn had the bow, he was like, Dad, go out there and get that thing. That's right. I told him. They go, there's a turkey out there to aim at. I go, I don't see Hank anywhere. Where's my dad?
That's great.
He's actually faster than I thought.
I mean, that's great.
Release the Hank. Well, so we had a great time out there. It was a blast. They'll have us out again next year. So it was all good. Jerry from Mission 22, they had the run going on. They had the shooting. They let everybody out there have a good time.
That's awesome.
So it was great. Well, look who we've got back. We've got Ed back.
We've got Ed. He's got a real strong Southern Alabama accent. You'll have a hard time understanding this guy.
I'm from Flatbush.
Yeah,
That's
but
South Brooklyn.
Ed Reardon, he's with Honor Flight Central Florida.
Yeah.
And last Saturday there was an amazing event that you guys had out here at Ace Cafe. Why don't you kind of share a little bit about that event?
We had such a successful day here where we did a fundraiser, second annual Hot Rods for Heroes, where we had more than 100 vehicles out here. We raffled, we auctioned, where we sold t-shirts, we took donations. We raised about $17,000.
Wow.
From the car-loving
Very
community and great folks that turned out that wanted to show their cars. The weather was absolutely awesome. It could not have been better. And the event just could not have been more successful for us. We look forward to our third because it's been running so well so far. And talking about that once we have a date for it.
Right. Now, when you say $17,000 was raised, that was raised for Honor Flight Central Florida. Why don't you share a little bit more about what Honor Flight is?
Okay, well, back in 2005, a year after the World War II Memorial was dedicated, a physician's assistant and retired Air Force career guy named Earl Morse from Springfield, Ohio, decided it would be a great idea to look for World War II veterans that lived right in his community. And he worked at the VA, so he certainly came across them. And he wanted to take 2 World War II vets on his private plane to Washington, D.C. to see the memorial that was just built for them. And he mentioned this to some friends. 5 of his friends who also had planes agreed to do this trip in May of 2005. 6 planes, 12 World War II veterans took off out of Springfield. And that was the very first honor flight. They landed in D.C. and they took these guys who were in their 80s.
So for the past 14 years, Honor Flight has become a tradition where you've got how many chapters throughout the country?
Right now there's about 135 in 46 states.
Okay, and what these chapters do is you guys bring World War II veterans, Vietnam veterans, Korean War veterans, even terminal veterans from recent wars up to Washington. This is a one-day trip to visit the memorials that were built for them and their friends. Am I correct?
Absolutely right. We're all volunteer 501c3. We do not charge veterans for the trips that we take them on. We think that they honored us with their service, and so it's our time to honor them. It bothers me to no end when I meet a veteran that hasn't seen his memorial, one that doesn't realize that his service and his sacrifices will never be forgotten.
Right.
The only thing that can break my heart more is to hear from a conspicuous veteran, you know, the guys that all wear the ball caps.
Right.
They're very obvious that they're proud. And to have some tell me that they've never been thanked for their service just breaks my heart. So we're in the business of thanking veterans.
Awesome thing. Now, when you take a veteran, is there someone that escorts each veteran, right?
That's a great question. Every veteran on an honor flight goes with an honor flight guardian. A guardian is somebody that is going to be shoulder to shoulder with that veteran for the entire day. They're going to be there for a bunch of reasons. They're going to be there to help them on and off the bus, on and off the plane, in and out of that wheelchair, up and down the stairs, anywhere that they need to go. Make sure that they have somebody there. Make sure, remind them to take care of their meds. But more importantly, it's a really emotional day.
Yeah.
And you need to have somebody there with you that you can share that day with.
And so we like to say that guardians travel with us for the privilege of a
Oh,
company,
it is a privilege, and you know what?
Wow.
We're glad that we have the privilege of two of our crew are going with you, right?
That's absolutely right.
So Rick's going to be out there. Rick's going to be a guardian for somebody, and that's fantastic. And then Brittany's going to be a guardian for her grandfather. So, grandfather, I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be fantastic.
And you know, that's two different ways to go on the trip as a guardian, but they're both equally awesome. Because I told Brittany, she said her grandfather's very talkative about his days in the service and what he saw, the action he saw, and so forth. And he was Iwo Jima. He was Marine Iwo Jima. Wow. So he's got a lot of stories to tell. But even though he has, I told her she can probably expect to hear stories on the trip that he may have never told anybody.
Right, because things can come back to him, right?
It's a day of closure. Yeah. Hopefully, it's when they confront their service at their memorial, especially if they've never seen it, it's highly charged and emotional.
And they're with other service.
Now, Rick is going to be traveling with a total stranger, but Nancy and I are going to work like to brighten the day of a veteran on their honor flight in Central Florida. Go to our website and you'll see our mailing address. We'll make sure the letter you write is presented by hand to the veteran, one of the veterans on our honor flight on May 4th.